So I've been walking through my trophy lodge, kind of looking for things to upgrade with the thought of doing a trophy lodge tour sometime before the next map comes out. Since we've got one of every diamond in the game and currently one of every great one, and I'm not sure when the next time that'll happen is once new things come out, I want to do a tour like that. And I've been looking at this Multimount. We used to try to upgrade it, but it's been sitting here for a long time and we've done nothing with it, and I remembered, over a year ago, they added a new Multimount called Bison Bonanza, and we haven't even looked at it. So I set one up in the grind lodge just to look at it, and I think it would be pretty cool to replace the reindeer mount with something like this down the line. Now, the albino is pre-Truex, and this one is like a Hall of Shame Truex, just that we had laying around. So the goal is going to be to get hopefully a decent sized rare and maybe another diamond Truex Bison. I doubt we'll get them both today, but that's something I want to start to work towards. So, we're off the multiplayer armed with the 300 AR to try to find some European Bison, and I figure as well, once this server is past Bison drink time, we'll just continue hunting for roe deer and wild boar for the latent trophy cabin. Both species kind of happen to live in the same areas as Bison, so I think that can kind of work out. There are a whole bunch of them down here. We may have to check some tracks, because the other thing is there's another zone, at least typically, down on this side, and it's here on this server too. And actually the biggest one, a pretty nice size level 4. I think diamond's like 127. So, two good 4s. Alright, good time to have the AR then. Let's see if we can get them both. I think this is a slightly easier shot, which means we want that second. Had to have gotten them. There had to be something good in there. Hold on, what are the odds? There were 3 big 4s in there? I think that hit a tree. That hit him at least once. And this is going to be the last one we hit. We don't want to overdo the pressure. I'm not sure about that shot. That guy just went down. Looks like we got the first 2. Might be tracking that one. That's a pretty odd start. And actually, kind of a really good thing that we started out at this lake, because I talked about once Bison drink time's over, we'll be hunting for pretty much 3 different species. Oh, we missed that first shot too. Good thing we got the... that went through the lung, but okay. Either way, you can imagine picking up like 3 max weight tracks potentially in a rest zone or something for these guys. We could have spent forever trying to find this herd just to find out they're all level 4s. So just to see, diamond is 127, had a 120 to 119 thus far. And I think the last 4 that we hit also was up to 120, so all kind of the same size range. And he did go down, it's probably not very close to here though. But 3, up to 920 kilo at the very first lake we check. I like the way things are looking here. So 117, that's in the lung too. So the thing is, like, the harvest screen doesn't always show what actually happened. For instance, maybe he's still moving forward and that bullet's actually hitting back here or something. But regardless, we've been closer in the vitals on every shot thus far, so hopefully that can continue. And they're done drinking in like 10 in-game minutes. I really like down here and here, but I think we have a better chance at rest zones here. So let's go down to the far southwest lake. And of course, I think we're just getting here, like right as these are starting to leave. So again, there's kind of at this lake, multiple zones as well. Not seeing nearly as many as the last one. This is the other spot I was worried about, and they're leaving too. Speaking of 2, just level 2s over there. Think that kind of might be all we're gonna get. So I suppose we'll just try to get around to one of them. Not really sure what that one's doing standing there looking at us, but we'll just pick this one. As long as nothing comes out of there from behind him, which I don't think we're gonna get that lucky. I think we're straight into hunting them pretty much in rest and feed zones. And over the years, some of our best Bison trophies have not been in drink zones. Hopefully that can continue today. Also, I think I learned something. I am not really sure I've ever shot a Euro Bison over in this zone. Turns out there's even another one down here, so that's good to know. Assuming this takes a while to end up getting hopefully a decent rare and another diamond, might be checking that spot fairly often, but we'll try to be a little more hunting pressure conscious. And yeah, we're already past 1300, so I guess we'll jump up to this lake just in case there's anything getting out of there late. And then we'll start to roam around the forest and the fields. Well, kind of moving in the right direction in all facets, actually. There's a big old wild boar there and a nice roe deer. You know, I guess what we can do... This is so weird. Can we get them both? That's a really solid level 2 roe deer, so I want to try to get him. My thought is, next shot... I don't think we got the long shot on the boar, though. I guess maybe if we swap quick now? I've got the 6.5, which is not the best gun, but he's kind of stuck there. This is a weird hunt, but I like it. We're killing a lot of solid stuff already. So, roe deer, 78 score, really solid. And we actually kind of messed that up by hitting him, I guess, in the skull. These hitboxes are weird. I guess maybe right there. Might have just clipped it. Mostly jaw and neck. But he's really close to being a diamond. And as for this guy, 141, he's also solid. Has it been like, I guess 4 different animals if you count the 2 biggest Euro Bison? We've just been shy of below max level diamonds. Maybe today will be the day that we end up getting one of those from Hirschfelden. But for now, I'm still kind of running around checking places where Euro Bison drink, because what we can do is still find like old tracks from the drink zone. So that's one way to find them in their new zones. But they do warning call a lot, so that's at least useful. If we get close and don't see them, they usually announce their presence. So this is kind of what I was talking about. We just have old drink zone tracks of a max weight bison. So the first thing I'm going to do before we head off is scan around the shore, because it is roe deer drink time, and if we just walked away from a level 3, I'd be really bummed out. Guess not that we'd ever know about it, but let's see if we can figure out where this guy got to. And you gotta figure eventually, if we keep on finding max weight bison, 1 will be better than a 4. We should be in here, because these tracks are lighting up. The only thing is I don't see them. It's a small group of them. I don't know where he is. He's gotta be somewhere right by him. There he is, and unfortunately, it is going to be another 4. Good estimate up to 129. Might be the best estimate we've seen. But I think our 4th max estimate 4 of this hunt. So if we can get him to just spin around here, we'll go ahead and send a shot, hopefully into the lungs. Looks like it got him. And one more that was not all that good for good measure. Maybe at the very least he can be our biggest from this hunt, which he is at 122, solid weight 830 kilo. Double lung him the first time, second shot basically did nothing. Definitely a better look on a much wider set than those other ones, but you can kind of see at least the idea that we're going with. Check out the spots even though bison aren't actively drinking where they would have been earlier, and if we can find a track to lead us towards something good, we'll follow it. Well, one thing's for sure, haven't seen this herd yet, because I know we would have shot that level 1 immediately for the Hall of Shame. There's a decent 4 in there. Kind of don't want to just start blasting away. Typically you don't get more than 3 males in a singular herd, but it could also be one of those massive herds that has more than that. I don't see any more coming up over the hill, so we'll probably go ahead and get him. I'm actually not sure like how high or low the level 1 Truax Euro Bison score, so just gonna pump a couple around through that guy, and I guess we'll go and find out. Also, he's charging us like really fast. Still didn't get here, but way faster than most bison tend to. They kind of just slowly saunter your way and then typically die way away from you. 84 scoring bronze, 86 is silver. Wish I knew how big that one was that we actually demonstrated in the Multimount. We'll definitely tax it for the Hall of Shame. We don't have a lot of like really big animals there anyway. Go figure though. Came here for Euro Bison trophies, and we get kind of the opposite. Well, it's getting pretty dark, so I think we're probably going to go ahead and try to switch to another server, and hopefully we can actually hunt in the daylight. But one final max weight estimate level 4 Euro Bison, I think that makes 5. All on this same server, and unfortunately no level 5s to kind of cap that off. So we'll see if maybe jumping to another server is going to help. And I would have liked to have stayed here if the time got reset, but I'm kind of imagining that's not going to be the case considering we're pretty much up to dark now. But as for this guy, 118 score, I think he might be the lowest of those 5. And we'll see if we can find ourselves in another decent server for them. So we shall see just how good this server is. But it's early morning, and I just kind of found this cool. This little overlook here, and we got a bunch of bison out here just feeding in this little meadow. So we're going to try to get that shot real quick. He's aggressive, so he'll come this way. But we had spooked another one. And I'm kind of wondering maybe if it would have been another herd. Pretty much right down here at the base of this. And yet somehow, hope we don't die from this. I don't know where they went. Oh, there's one there. Can we like stop falling? That's probably the group of them. But they're, well, that is the risk of joining another server. That kind of sucks because it was almost bison drink time. So go figure. I got kicked from, I think, 5 different servers and then failed to synchronize in 2 others. Like I said, the risk of leaving one server in hopes of, I guess, greener pastures, to phrase it that way. After a waste of a good 30 minutes, we finally got host to this one, and it is bison drink time, so literally back to where we started down here in the south. We're going to work through some of the bison lakes and see what happens. Hopefully it's going to be worth all the time of just trying to find a place we could stay. And maybe outside of our Hall of Shamer, the smallest bison on the hunt, at least that we got to claim, a 105.8 scoring silver, double-lunged him, and I guess we'll be back on our way to the bison hunt. There we go. Oh my goodness. A level 5 Euro bison after 12 years of running around here on Hirschfelden. I'll have to see, it's actually 2 hours and 43 minutes, basically 12 years. The question is he going to be big enough? 124 to 135 is a heck of an estimate. I don't know that I've seen one go quite that high. And I'm only afraid of that rock maybe deflecting our shot, so that's rather convenient. Is he just going to stay there? I don't want to shoot him on the move because he's kind of turning around like that. Whenever he kind of settles in, hopefully we can just go for it. I don't know what he's doing. So he's finally out of the rocks. Maybe we're going to be okay, of course. Shooting through the most brush. I think if we shot right at the center of that brush, it could stop the shot. Now that we're to the side, of course he's going to move again. That should work. Got him aggressive, so we'll save the follow-up if we need it. He's going down. And finally, we may have a piece of that multi-mount. After getting kicked all those times, I was really considering just calling it a video there because we've killed a bunch of stuff. I don't know how many bison we've killed. We had like the roe deer, the wild boar, a lot of high estimates and stuff, just couldn't quite get a max level. We've gotten that far. Is he going to crack that 127 and change requirement? I think he looks pretty decent, but they kind of all look very similar. It's down to like minute little details, so fingers crossed as we confirm this. That, oh my goodness, a 130 Diamond Euro Bison, that's sweet. I haven't seen a lot that crossed into that range. There's a lot of 128s and 129s. Almost hard shot him. I really tried, I did, but I didn't want to. You gotta be careful you don't just shoot into this empty flesh down here. So I didn't go too all in on that, just a touch lower. Could have insta-dropped just an absolute giant. 890 kilo, 131 darn near. And we might as well at least hang around here long enough to hunt out the rest of Bison drink time. So it is now, if we check this out, if we can get the invisible item glitch to go away, 12:12, would it not be? And yeah, got a couple of quick spots we can maybe run to before it's over. So go figure, spooking the bison to this lake, but another decent 4? And unless a rare or a level 5 comes trotting out of there, I do think that 4 may be our last kill of the hunt. It's right around 1300. What is with them getting just weirdly stuck? He picked the strangest spot there? Oh, okay, I'm not sure if we hit something special or just the follow-up shot was enough to bring him down just with a poor hit, but finally managed to kind of insta-drop one even though we needed a second shot to do it. And it is now 1300 on the dot, so we'll go and get that guy. And I've got a plan for how we're going to display a single bison for now. You probably can guess what it is, but it's related to Hirschfelden. So just quickly, I want to see how we did this. First shot double lung, second shot double lung and liver. Brought down a 120.35 scoring gold. And let's go back and put up our monster bison in the trophy lodge. So I did go ahead and take apart the reindeer multi-mount, and I put the big diamond that we had here in place of an old diamond caribou. Even though if we get that male diamond Gensbuck that we're after, I think I'm going to put that there because these are all antelope species. For now, that is a pretty nice upgrade. As for the bison mount, what we have for this spot in place of the reindeer, at least for now, is this. The David v. Goliath mount that I also don't think we had ever put together. I had a 8.9 diamond goose just lying around from April of 2022. I figured, why not? Go ahead and do this. I mean, a 130.9 True Rags Bison. It would have been a shame to just have that sitting in the trophy manager waiting until we get another diamond or a rare to put together the Bison Bonanza mount. So I think we'll maybe do was the opposite pose. This one here. Flip it around towards the entry, and I think we'll call that good. I think it is going to be nice though, like when we get the actual mount that we came here for done, we've only got a couple of Euro Bison in the lodge anyway. I wanted to get more True Rack Diamond Bison, got a diamond already, so maybe a rare in there would be cool. So a little bit of variety, a change of scenery in this room, and it's dumb like how excited I get to like make upgrades to the trophy lodge or strive to work towards a new multi-mount or anything like that. So I'd imagine we're going to be back on Hirschfelden fairly soon, trying to do the exact same thing as today, and hopefully we can have similar success. But anyway, that is going to do it for this video. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.